natural vegetation and wildlife, and in that chapter this topic we have completed that different types of natural vegetation. What is natural vegetation? I have told. What is natural vegetation? The vegetation which grown naturally without interference of a human beings for a long period of time, this we known as natural vegetation. Natural vegetation are classified three parts, you know that: forest, grassland and shrubs or scrub or tundra Okay. So, after that, this forest, grassland and shrubs or tundra, this type of natural vegetation we can found all over the world. There are two important factors. These are temperature and precipitation. All over the world, if you will follow that those regions receive excessive amount of rainfall or huge amount of rainwater, that particular area's forest trees grow well. Don't upload this type of emoji or this type of in the chat box. Okay, please remove it. Now, so this sufficient amount of rainfall helps to grow of trees, because in those regions receive sufficient amount of rainfall, their large size trees and dense forest we can found. Whereas some places have all over the world where sufficient amount of rainfall does not occur. That's why these particular areas you can see that tree size also short and the forest density also low. So these are the basic classification. Now today I will discuss, it is also last year you have read about this. This is the different types of forest. Different types of forest last year you have read, but two most important part when you will read. Sir, we have to write. No. Just listen. So forest, where forest we can found, those regions receive sufficient amount of rainfall, temperature also sufficient, on that particular areas forests are also developed. That's why these are very important, that forests are classified on the two part: evergreen and deciduous. Evergreen and deciduous. These are the two types of forest which are found all over the world. What is evergreen? What is deciduous? They are having some features or characteristics. Last year also you have read about this. Today again I will discuss about the evergreen and deciduous. So evergreen, that means these particular areas forest trees does not shed their leaves altogether. The trees does not shed their leaves altogether. It is evergreen. That means throughout the year this forest appears green color. But deciduous trees, you know that when exam held, I don't know, you will get information notice, you will follow school website. Okay, school also announced the date. Till now I don't know about the exam date. Now deciduous trees shed their leaves all together in a particular season. This is the deciduous trees. Why trees shed their leaves all together in a particular season? Anyone can tell me? You know the answer. Why in deciduous forest trees shed their leaves all together in a particular season? Why? What are the reason behind it? Anyone, if you know, you will type here, I will see your answer. Please repeat one. I have told the deciduous forest trees shed their leaves all together. Why? What are the reason? As there are less amount of rainfall. Less amount of rainfall, it is correct but not a proper answer, because less amount of rainfall, same. Obviously less amount of rainfall, that's why deciduous trees grow. But what are the reason? The trees shed their leaves. What are the reason? Yes, loss of moisture, very good. Losses of moisture during the dry season. Transpiration also occur, that's why trees shed their leaves to hold moisture in their body. Conserve loss of moisture through transpiration. Very good. That's why trees shed their leaves. And Sneha, also your answer is also right. Conserve water in their body. So these deciduous trees are evergreen trees. Their difference also you will prepare. Last year also you have read. If you have a last year copy, you will can prepare from that. This is the same answer. The difference between evergreen and deciduous trees. Now, forests are broadly classified as evergreen and deciduous depending on when they shed their leaves. Evergreen forests do not shed their leaves altogether. Evergreen forests do not shed their leaves altogether. Simultaneously, in any season of the year, deciduous forests shed their leaves in a particular season to conserve loss of moisture through transpiration. These forests are further classified as tropical temperate based on their location in different latitudes. So you know that obviously evergreen and deciduous forest further divided two parts according to their location: tropical evergreen, tropical deciduous, and temperate. And this tropical region and temperate region also we can identify it according to the latitudinal value. Near the equator, 0 degree, it is a tropical region, and mid-latitudinal place, it is a temperate region, you know. So on the basis of the latitudes, their location also different, temperate and tropical, as well as evergreen and deciduous. Now, you have learned about the detail, the various forest type, their distribution and associated animal lives in the previous classes. Today, there are many more people in the world than there were 2 centuries back. And to feed the growing numbers, large areas of forest have been cleared to grow crop. Forest cover all over the world is vanishing rapidly. There is an urgent need to conserve these valuable resources. So you know that this is the recent threat, major threat, and also a serious problem for our environment, that due to the growing of population, growing their demand, deforestation also occurred. Deforestation also occurred. And also because you know that set of building, houses, construction of road, bridge, producing crop, for the several reasons, the board is not visible properly, you will cut down and also again you will rejoin it, teach it. I think it is your network problem, that's why. So deforestation, a important serious reason, that's why the number of trees and also the area of forest are decreases day by day, and for that reason government and some concerned people, they also try to conserve or protect this type of forest. That's why conservation of forest and wild animal, this is very important. Conservation. So conservation also very important, because now day by day you know that this type of forest and number of some wild animals also decreases. That's why government have taken some initiative steps to conserve the forest and wild animals. Now the next topic, just I will start this paragraph, conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. The forest and forests are our wealth. You obviously you know importance of forest. So many times you have read, and in this chapter also you have read in the previous topic, what are the importance of forest and also wild animal. Plant give us shelter, animals, and together they maintain the ecosystem. What is ecosystem? Anyone? Right here. What is ecosystem, if you know the answer? What is ecosystem? What is ecosystem? You don't know? Oof. The life supporting system, a community or group living organism that live in and interact with each other in a specific environment in a forest called ecosystem. Okay, it is also right. The life supporting system is called ecosystem. This is your book also have the same line. All the living organism, plant, animals, microorganisms, they are interrelated and interdependent with each other and form a ecosystem or life supporting system. This is called ecosystem. And ecosystem should be maintained if the number of trees and animals are living in a balancing mode in the forest. That's why this is very important, but change of climate and human interference can cause the loss of natural habitat for the plants and animals. The natural habitats are also removed or vanished by the two factors. First one is change of climate, that means some natural factor, as well as human interference. Human interference means you can understand the deforestation is the main reason. So that's why some animals are become endangered, some animals become vulnerable, and some animals also verge of extinction, element and plant also, not only element only. So first one is vulnerable, then endangered, and then verge of extinction. So these are the three categories. The number of animals are decreases or decline day by day, and these are the three categories by which you can understood that this type of particular species of plants or animals, what is their condition. So that's why this is also important part. So student, you will read up to this topic. The many species have become vulnerable, endangered, and some are the verge of extinction. Up to this you will read. Next topic or next classes we will continue the remaining portion. Okay, thank you.